And that's why all responsible nations must embrace the role that militaries can play to keep the peace.
In the face of growing income inequality, our president chose to transfer over $23 trillion of our hard-earned money to the bankers and financial elite, who didn't have to work hard at all for it, just tank our economy. So huddled in fear, we pray together that the flu, a hurricane, the Great Depression, or the next terrorist attack doesn't hit us. Now, given all these problems, what do our leaders do? Bomb, maim, and kill people on the other side of the planet whose resources certain powerful people in this country want to steal and whose territory occupies the land necessary for global conquest. Instead of investigating war criminals in the Bush administration, President Obama has chosen to become one. Our president is now complicit in torture, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crimes against the peace. So what are we to do?
Obama is a voluntary prisoner of war. He's a prisoner of the Iraq War. He's a prisoner of the Afghan War. And he's trying to make the American people prisoners of a war machine, of an empire. These are undeclared wars, we should remember. They are violating constitutional statutes, federal laws, and international treaties. These are wars of aggression, which means these are war crimes. These are awfully costly wars. To Iraqis, over 1 million perished. To the Afghanis, uncounted numbers and growing. And to American soldiers and the soldiers who were killed and the soldiers who the Pentagon underestimates who were sent back home injured and sick. This is a war that the White House itself is costing $1 million per year per soldier. So an escalation of 30,000 soldiers, which includes almost double the number of corporate contractors and mercenaries, is $30 billion. Now let me put that in the framework. $30 billion is more than the entire budgets of the Food and Drug Administration, the Occupational Safety and Health Agency, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Auto Safety Agency, all the agencies whose mission is to save the lives and preserve the health and safety of the American people, have budgets far less than just this latest escalation into Afghanistan.
These wars are corrupting the heart of our nation. They raise serious questions about the legitimacy of the two-party system. This coming week, Congress will fold unemployment compensation into a bill which will provide $130 billion to keep the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq going. Where is our security when 10 million people will lose their homes in the next year? Where is our security when there are 15 million Americans out of work? Where is our security when 47 million Americans go to bed every night hungry? Where is our security when 47 million Americans do not have health care? We are nation building in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, and some would have us nation build even in Iran. But we cannot nation build here at home. I will soon introduce 2 bills invoking the War Powers Act, which will force votes on withdrawal from Afghanistan and Pakistan. The decision to go to war is not the president's alone to make. Congress must stop funding these wars. Congress must demand a withdrawal from the wars. Congress must pass legislation to put millions back to work. Congress must pass legislation to provide health care for all. Congress must restrain this administration's impulse to use armed force to achieve a false sense of security.